Western Conference rival, the Golden State Warriors, are ready for this thing to get started. Bringing you some fun on a Monday night, it's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And David Aldridge will be on our sideline tonight reporting. And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, when Kevin Durant came into the NBA, he fudged a little about his height. He told the team staffer to list him at 6'9". He said, "I thought it was cool to say that I'm a 6'9" small forward. That's the prototypical size for a small forward." Of course, guys, he was selling himself short. He confessed that he was recorded at 6'10"3/4 with no shoes. So with his shoes on, he's 7 feet tall. Kevin?
And KD is certainly a rarity, DA. His length and height and athleticism makes him a nightmare for any team he goes up against.
It is a thing of beauty to watch the Warriors make that extra pass and create such easy scoring chances. Their passing is incredible. The unselfish nature of the team is incredible. I mean, this has got to be one of the best passing teams ever.
So the Timberwolves win the tip. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Inside, we've got Draymond at the 4 and Pachulia to his side. Thompson and Durant, the sharpshooters, at the 2 and the 3. And it's Curry in at the point guard position. Now here's Butler. 6 on the shot clock. Ring shot on the way. Draymond Green with the rebound. Last season, the Warriors led the NBA in assists as a team, and it wasn't even close. Doris, they averaged, as you were saying, over 30 a game.
Right, Kevin. I think the key is every player at every position is able to make a pass. The efficiency of the offense comes because of the quality of shots they get, but all of that is entertaining and effective basketball because they're tremendously unselfish passers.
Durant, the pass to Curry. Towns with the steal. Outside Butler. Outside Teague. Towns is doubled. From down in the low post, it goes. Towns has got his team on the board to start the game for Minnesota. Curry kicks to Durant. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Banked in off the glass.
Well, KD knows how to use his body on the block, has such a good sense for when to rise and fire.
Teague with the ball. Towns the screen. Butler from outside. He can't get that one.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Thompson right side. Back to Curry. Picked by Pachulia. The 3. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound for Minnesota. They've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Outside Teague. Back to Butler. Shot clock at 6. Baseline J on the way. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And just the kind of start you're hoping to avoid. 1 for 5 from the field here early on.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
Greg, the defense better start to disrupt his rhythm, or it's going to be an awfully long night for them.
Gibson dishes to Butler. Kicks it to T. Back to Butler. Over Thompson. And Thompson sends it back.
We know that Thompson is an excellent defender. He does such a good job timing shots for those rejections.
It's Durant on the wing. And Pachulia now atop the key. Thompson for the triple. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
There's a chance he could go for a big game if they don't D him up on the perimeter.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Gibson the screen. Here's Towns. Another miss by Towns.
Well, there's no consistency from the field in this quarter. We'll see if he can get his shot going.
Thompson passes to Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Curry's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Timberwolves trail by 8. Here's T. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Gibson the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Teague drives in, and Steph Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Three-pointer, Wiggins, 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, not that Wiggins needs a lot of help getting freed, but that's a pretty solid screen.
Rumors about Butler being traded from Chicago were circulating last season. Draft day comes around, and the Minnesota Timberwolves made their move, Greg, to acquire him.
Yeah, and the more you look at it, the trade looks great for Butler and the Wolves. Reunites him with Coach Thibodeau, joins an incredibly young core in Towns and Wiggins, and the sky's the limit, I think, for this young Wolves team. No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
And there's the foul. It goes on Taj Gibson. That is his first foul of the game. Thompson inside the line, and too long on the shot.
Boy, I'll tell you, he has plenty of space, but it looked like a little bit of a hitch in that release.
And Gibson kicks to Butler. Here's Towns, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Boy, how bright is the future for Karl Anthony Towns? The guy's already putting up 25 and 12 in his second year. This guy led every big man in double-doubles last year. He dominates every category you want a big man to impact.
The free throw drops for Towns. And talking about Towns, Doris, in his double-doubles last season, ended up being 3rd overall amongst all players, trailing only Westbrook and Harden. Not bad company at all.
Well, yeah, there's no question. It's amazing to me, Kev, how easy Karl Anthony Towns makes it look. He puts huge numbers up on a nightly basis, and to be honest, he's going to be regarded very soon as the best big man in the league.
And, Greg, you wouldn't expect it from a Coach Thibodeau team, but defense was an issue for the Timberwolves last year.
And the Wolves brought in Butler to help with offense, but more importantly, his defense. And Butler, familiar with what Thibs likes to do on both ends of the floor, has the leadership the team needs, particularly on the defensive end.
Yep, that one goes in there.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Timberwolves trail by 7. Teague with the ball, and Curry picks him up defensively. They set the pick. Higgins outside. Towns sets the pick for Wiggins. 6 to shoot. Over Curry. And it's Wiggins missing.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Durant wide open. He fires. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout.
I'll tell you, there are a lot of pretty jump shots in the NBA, but for my money right now, Klay Thompson is right at the top. He has perfected and honed his form, and boy, when he gets hot, it's lights out.
T kicks to Gibson. There's the pick. Here's Towns. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And for Clay Doris and his shooting, he has worked to complete his entire set of offensive options. Started as just a shooter, but now he is a threat on many fronts.
Well, he's one of the best shooters to play right now in today's NBA, but the reality is he has greatly improved his ability to finish at the rim and play with his back to the basket. The jumper's always going to be the primary weapon, but now he's balanced that with a number of other options.
The free throw drops for Towns.
Well, you just love the way Cat carries himself. I'll say this, he knows what work is.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Well, you look back in the last 3 seasons of the Golden State Warriors, just an incredible run and record in every season. Some, in fact, Doris, are the best basketball the NBA has ever seen.
I think, Kev, we're going to look back at these Warriors teams and feel like we're lucky to have been able to see it live. How about 67, 73, and 67 wins the last 3 years? They have been the team to beat in all of those seasons. Such a special run.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, you just watch the way that Klay Thompson shoots, and you're surprised when the ball doesn't go in.
I mean, one thing with Klay, too, in his shot, he believes it's always going to go in. More importantly, so does his teammates. And he's got that shooter's mentality where he just will continue to trust in his mechanics. And I don't think he gets enough credit for just how hard he works to maintain that shot.
Of course, we talk about speed and quickness being a difference maker on offense, which players really use those attributes to lock down players defensively.
Well, I think it's hard not to look at Marcus Smart and Jay Crowder, the kind of physical attributes, meaning speed, toughness, length, but they also have the mindset necessary to look opposite some of the best players in the league and say, not on my watch. I'm going to get down in my stance and I'm going to prohibit you from getting to your strengths. It's really maybe underappreciated by everyone except coaches and fans of the game.
True, and you and I were just talking about Tony Allen.
That's a great point. I mean, Tony Allen has made his career specifically on the defensive end because, as you know, he's an opportunistic cutter, and if you leave him open, he can make an uncontested mid-range. But the reality is Tony Allen is in the NBA because he is a great defensive player.
And here is Curry. He's got 5 from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Towns.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
T kicks to Butler. Here's Gibson. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Curry on the wing. Launches a 3. That one no good. And Minnesota will come the other way. Wiggins with it, guarded now by Durant. Wiggins kicks to Butler. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. David West, he's checked in for the Warriors. Warriors leading by 8. Here's Curry, and the rejection by Towns.
Well, that play is so much about his reach and determination affecting the game defensively.
Teague dishes to Towns. Wiggins kicks to Towns. 5 to shoot. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Lets it go. That one off the back iron and out.
Boy, terrific defense to impact the shot, not giving him any space at all.
It's Curry with the drive, and the whistle blows, so a chance here for a 3-point play.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Guys, think about the impact Steph Curry has had on the next generation of players, right? Kids all over are shooting three-point bombs and trying to handle the basketball like Steph Curry. He has changed the game at a generational level with his ability to score it.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Curry. And Doris, I'm sure there are a ton of young coaches out there having to explain why a pull-up three from 30 isn't a good idea most of the times, but then Curry's shooting ability has made that a common shot for him.
Right, his name is already on the top of most of the major three-point records in NBA history, but this guy has put a ton of time into his craft, and he's a once-in-a-generation type shooter.
Minnesota making some changes. Bielitsa, he's checked in for Gibson. And Jones subbed in for T. And then for Golden State, JaVale McGee's checked in for Draymond Green. Iguodala comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Caspi in for Thompson. Now here's Curry. 8 points for him. So the wing on the left, expanding his range. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. Minnesota calls timeout.
Well, you think about Tom Thibodeau as the architect of so many great defensive teams. For Minnesota, it took some time on the defensive end, but he feels like this team is starting to turn a corner on that end.
And his guys are getting frustrated. Coach just really kind of needs to calm them down.
I think, Greg, they've got to continue to believe that the next shot is going to go in. He can hopefully communicate that effectively to them.
Timberwolves trail by 11. Jones kicks to Butler. Screen by Jones. Higgins outside. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Curry. Warriors shooting 56% in this first quarter. An outstanding start for this offense. Caspi passes to West. This one for three. The shot by Curry, no good.
Well, obviously, it's been an off night for him offensively, but give his teammates credit. They've bailed him out. He's still got time to turn it around.
It's Bielitsa. They get it back, and it's Towns on the follow. Towns has got it back down to within single digits for the Timberwolves.
Well, second chance bucket, right? You have to put a body on Towns or he'll devastate you.
Three for Caspi, rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his fifth rebound in this one. At the elbow, Jones. Towns sets the pick for Jones. Bielitsa misses.
Yeah, coming off that screen, wide open, just can't convert.
I think, Greg, that's exactly what you want. The screen was solid. The execution just fell a little bit short on the shot.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up the three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Oh, that's a strong finish. And Karl Anthony Towns will go to the line, try to put the cherry on top.
Doris, when you watch Towns on the court, he's as large as advertised on paper, but moves and plays much more like a guard. It's something that you see more and more in today's NBA, and it seems like he's leading the charge.
No, agreed, Kev. This guy has the ability to handle the basketball like a guard, and that allows him to create separation with the bounce. He can hit step-back jump shots, can spread the floor. A lot to like about his offensive arsenal.
Warriors leading by 6. Iguodala dishes to West. McGee a screen, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
and had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
Yeah, just a matter of he needs to be there a split second earlier. Not much room for error when you're setting a screen.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Zhang's checked in. Now here's Jones. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Dishes to Muhammad. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Here's Golden State. 6-point lead. And Caspi kicks it to West. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. On the wing, Jones. Zhang, a screen. Now here's Jones, and the foul called on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
With 1 on the clock, got it off in time, but it's no good. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Golden State Warriors. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And certainly one of the game's bigger personalities, Draymond Green, had this to say about his approach to leadership.
Most importantly, it's just about how the guys respond to me. And, you know, just really bringing that energy and that attitude and that fire each and every night, every day, whether it's in practice, whether it's, you know, in the game, whatever it is, just always bringing that energy and that passion.
A heart and soul guy, Draymond Green has the kind of spirit, guys, that everyone else can just kind of feed off of.
Yeah, his talents and contributions now being appreciated. He's forced his way into the discussion of top 10 players in our league.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
Well, the commitment is evident, and they are simply phenomenal at their aggression on the defensive end right now.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. West out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Caspi, and there's Iguodala. And it's Livingston in at the 1 spot.
Well, Kev, we know Andre Iguodala has proven himself a capable three-point shooter. You've got to show him a measure of respect.
Now here's Jones. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. There's a good screen. Crawford outside. There's JaVale McGee with the rebound.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Timberwolves trail by 11. Here's Crawford. Crawford missing again. And now in transition, here we go. Iguodala. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Here's Jones. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Muhammad against Iguodala. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Well, that's a rugged finish right there by Muhammad. Takes a hit, able to convert.
Hey, Doris, Shabazz Muhammad, a player that has slid nicely into that six-man role, comes in looking to score, but does so in an efficient manner and can help his offense without taking too many shots.
Right, Kev. You don't find too many sixth men who will come and consistently shoot over 45%. Shabazz Muhammad has done exactly that, and it's rare to have that kind of efficiency off the bench.
One shot behind the lanes.
And that one falls for Muhammad. And Doris, at the end of last season, the Timberwolves debuted their rebrand plans for this season.
Well, it was the right time, I think, to keep the logo fresh, and the team did a great job. You feel as if this will be the constant look for what is a new era in Minnesota basketball.
Livingston with it. Working on Jones. Unloads from 9. And the rejection by Jang.
Oh, the 7'3" wingspan erases that shot. Nice by Gorgie Zhang.
Now Crawford. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. 4 on the clock. And it's sent back by West. And it goes out of bounds. That one off West. Durant's checked in for JaVale McGee. Jones for 3. Not going to go that time. The Warriors go the other way with it. They've led by as many as 11 points. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Muhammad, the pass to Crawford. Zhang, a screen. Crawford with the ball. Guarded now by Durant. Clock at 6. Bulls from the top of the key. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to 6, and the bucket from Crawford.
Boy, excellent team basketball. Use the screen to free himself up and drill the jump shot.
They set the screen. Durant for 3. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Minnesota calls timeout.
You know, if you ask most coaches in the league who is the best player off the bench, they'll probably tell you Andre Iguodala. He just gives you so much, right? The ability to be a playmaker, to make open shots. He's an incredible floor leader for the second unit. Everything you could ask for in a sub, it's Andre Iguodala.
He's checked in for the Timberwolves. Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Caspi. Outside, Jones. They set the pick. Outside, Butler. Clock at 6. And that's going to be a travel. Warriors leading by 9. Curry kicks to Iguodala. Back to Curry. There's the triple. That one falls. Coming off Iguodala's feed. And that's 11 points for Steph Curry.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Zhang with a screen on Curry. Jones kicks to Bielitsa. Iguodala with the steal. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Guys, Kevin Durant is a unique player. LeBron James said he's a 7-footer with 6-foot ball handling skills, jump shot, and athleticism. It's never been done in our league. Never had a guy that's 7 foot and can do all that, so it sets him apart. Kevin, I'm 6 feet tall. I can broadcast.
You can, and you can write, and by the way, you're in the Hall of Fame. DA, thank you.
Boy, that's high percentage range for Jimmy Butler. I'll tell you, he'll work you over in there.
Curry dishes to Green from 20 feet out, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Right side, Butler. Second chance shot, and so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. For Minnesota, they have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
shots. Relax on the first.
And he makes the first. Well, we all have hobbies outside basketball, Doris. You've said that one of your passions is cooking, and I know this personally. I have to ask, what's your best dish? What's your specialty?
You know, that might be too many to name, but if I were to pick just one, I would probably have to say my chicken tetrazzini is my children's favorite. Boy, I can throw down in the kitchen, Kevin.
Learn that from Mom? Did you just pick that up on your own? How'd you learn to be such a good cook?
You know, my daughter and I, that was one thing that sort of really bonded us. We would watch a little cooking show on TV, head to the kitchen, and try to reproduce it. So Sarah and I did some work.
Love that story. Curry can't get it to go. Timberwolves trail by 14. Teague with the ball. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And Bielitsa kicks to Butler. Jang with the screen for Butler. Over Green. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Well, think of this. Back in 2011, Jimmy Butler was the last pick in the first round. He's gone from a guy with a reputation as hard worker to real star.
And watching Jimmy Butler, he just offers so much on offense from a scoring standpoint. You know, obviously he can get to the rack and draw the defense to him. Also really improved his ability to knock it down from beyond. Just a complete offensive player.
That one is off. And Greg, as you said, Butler is a threat to score from any part of the floor.
It's a bit of a dying art, though, hitting that mid-range jump shot. Butler also does a great job of getting to the line. That's increased over the course of his career. Just a well-rounded offensive player.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Towns, he's checked in for Jang. And it's Muhammad in for Bielitsa. Curry against Teague. Durant with a screen on Teague. Curry can't get it to go. Timberwolves trail by 13. The dish now to Teague. Out of bounds, Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession.
Yeah, you go for the steal, but at least you do get the deflection.
Well, Greg, you make them reset their offense, right? It's disrupting their rhythm.
On defense, the Warriors. Gibson the screen. Towns sets the pick for Butler. Towns the pass to Teague. Towns a screen on Durant. Clock at 4. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Warriors leading by 13. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Gibson. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, you see the quick first step, right, guys? Butler catches the defender out of position, gets himself to the charity stripe.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
The first free throw is good. And Doris, as many NBA teams are doing, the Minnesota Timberwolves now have their own G League affiliate.
Well, and to me, this is a smart move by the organization, Kev, because it gives them a lot of flexibility in how they develop players. It's a very useful tool given their young talent. Only positives have come from teams purchasing G League affiliates.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
Thompson dishes to Curry. Durant with a screen on Butler. Thompson with it. Butler covering. Curry wide open. That's in. Coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 4 assists now tonight.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Butler. 5 points in the game. Right side Gibson. Inside Teague. AT that time from Curry. Warriors leading by 14. And And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Curry kicks to Durant. Another three for Golden State.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Towns, the screen. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
You know, rough start for him, but he seems to have turned the corner here in the second period.
Thompson passes to Iguodala. The screen from Thompson. Iguodala dishes to Thompson. Iguodala's drive, and sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
Well, Kev, you love the determined nature of Andre Iguodala. Even when he gets bodied, he's willing to power through it.
And for the last few seasons, we've seen where Andre Iguodala's role on offense has diminished. You know, he still contributes, but tends to defer a bit more there. And one thing you can say, though, defensively still at an elite level in terms of his versatility.
And that one misses. Perhaps, Greg, the biggest asset Iguodala brings to a team is his ability to defend.
I mean, he just has great timing for when to go for the steal. I mean, he can still move his feet well and can guard anybody, but the versatility to guard point guards to power forwards is something that makes him special.
Timberwolves trail by 16. T kicks to Butler. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Third foul of the half, and that's the risk you take leaving him out there.
The Warriors shooting and feeling it offensively in the second quarter. They're shooting 60%. Curry with it. Picked up by Teague. Durant with a screen on Teague. Curry passes to Durant. And after Kevin Durant made his decision to leave the Oklahoma City Thunder, he instantly became one of the most polarizing players, it seemed, Greg, in the NBA.
Listen, Kevin Durant has always been a star in this league, but now he's become the story. It's something that he can handle but doesn't try to seek out. Was able to prove all the naysayers wrong and just having another amazing season.
2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
Boy, think about last season for Kevin Durant, guys. He was putting up yet another MVP-type season before that knee injury made him miss extended time. But then he comes back, and he's the MVP of the NBA Finals. I think he'd make that trade, guys.
And he sinks the second.
Well, Kevin Durant, one of the more efficient players that we have ever seen. This guy is a juggernaut by himself on the offensive end. He can score from virtually any spot on the court.
Teague dishes to Towns. Shoots over Curry. Another miss by Towns. And for Durant last season was filled with so much scrutiny for his decision to leave Oklahoma City, go to Golden State. Still, he was having an elite year with his offense before that knee issue.
Well, there's so much talk about where Kevin Durant chose to play that people tended to forget a few things. This is one of the most dangerous and consistent scorers we've ever seen in the NBA, and he will find a way to blend his skill in with any team.
The Timberwolves been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Free throw good, Wiggins. Doris, so much offense is perimeter generated right now. What, if anything, could get us back to running more plays, say, through the post?
Do you think we could reinvent Hakeem Olajuwon or perhaps Patrick Ewing or
I
Bill
wish we
Russell?
could. I wish we could.
Because I know this.
Good point.
Every time I walk by a pickup game on the outside, you see guys sprinting to the three-point line and looking to be Steph Curry.
I know. Now, here's Curry. 19 points in the game. Pass to Iguodala. Green, the screen. Towns with the steal. To the paint, and the dunk by Towns.
Well, he's just having a lot of fun. When your offense is going like this young man's, Karl Anthony Towns knows no bounds.
Thompson outside. They set the pick. Green with a screen on Wiggins. Iguodala kicks to Thompson. They get it back. No good from Durant. Timberwolves trail by 13. Here's Towns. 16 points for him. Right wing. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not so unlucky 13 shots.
Boy, great footwork by Cat. He's really worked on keeping a wide base, maintaining his balance.
Durant with a screen on Teague, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
No, I didn't either. I thought his feet were moving. It was close, but he was still sliding in just a bit.
Now here's Wiggins. 5 points in the game. He feeds it to Butler. Towns sets the pick for Butler. It's stolen by Green. Iguodala left side. 1:35 left to play here in the second quarter. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. 8 points for Andre Iguodala.
Well, you can see he's feeling it right now. Shots dropping from all over the place this quarter.
Butler from outside, and the rebound goes to the Warriors. Thompson outside, Durant at the elbow. That shot misses, and it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Iguodala against Wiggins. A floater, and it's good on the way in. Wiggins has got 7 points in the game.
Well, he's still adding upper body strength, but boy, Andrew Wiggins helping him to score in traffic.
And Thompson kicks to Durant. The screen from Thompson. Durant the pass to Curry. Off target from outside. Timberwolves trail by 12. Teague left side. To the paint, and the dunk by Towns.
This is exactly what you hope for from your point guard, Jeff Teague, unselfishly pulling all the right strings.
The screen from Thompson. Iguodala against Wiggins. Iguodala dishes to Thompson. And Curry has it in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Iguodala. That shot missing. Great D that time from T. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime
Welcome
Show.
back, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. This big mountain of a man is Shaquille O'Neal, and this hill of a man is Kenny the Jet Smith. So it's Golden State who's out on top at the half. They lead by 10. Shaq, what are your thoughts on Golden State?
Well, the perimeter shooting is the reason they're ahead. I think we'll probably see more of that in the second half, especially if they can stay hot. Man, that's so hot, I gotta take my suit off.
Kenny, let's get your input on the Timberwolves.
Poor efficiency on offense. That's what jumps out at me. You aren't going to win many games shooting under 35%. Bad shot selection, too much one-on-one play, not finishing with authority. Now, these are correctable errors. They could choose to come out in the second half and completely flip that script.
And now, folks, just moments away from the start of the third quarter.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
And how about that? Already through 2 quarters and some change, he's got a double-double.
I'll tell you, he took over the game in that first half, Greg. They really have got to find a way to slow this guy down.
Here's Curry. Gibson is the 4 with Towns in the middle. Teague runs the point with Butler at his side. They're the backcourt. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
Well, you love how Durant goes into the contact. This guy is always looking for an opportunity to get to the foul line.
The Warriors have hit half their free throws in this one, going 3 of 6 so far. The first one falls. And so Durant nails them both.
Listen, the Warriors are an incredible offensive juggernaut, but the reality is this team has been a championship caliber team because of their defense. The versatility of Draymond Green helps contribute to a team that led the league in opponents' field goal percentage and led the league last season in blocks and steals. Truly incredible on that end.
That doesn't go in either for Teague. Warriors leading by 12. Down low, here's Pachulia. Towns with the defensive effort. Minnesota shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. Teague kicks to Wiggins. Passes to Butler. Towns a screen on Green. Butler goes in over Green, and that one hits back iron.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
What a great job contesting without fouling. Exactly how you want to defend the mid-range shot.
Here's Teague after the made shot from Klay Thompson. Butler kicks to Towns. Outside, Green. Now the pass to Curry. No good from outside. Timberwolves trail by 14. Outside Teague. Pass to Gibson. Butler dishes to Towns. Gibson the screen. Wiggins from outside. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Towns. Fires the 3. And it's Durant missing.
Well, I don't like their energy level since the break, right? They've missed 3 of their first 4 shots.
And here's Wiggins. He has 7. Here's Towns. And he makes the bucket. True contact and gets the whistle, too.
Oh, what a big-time move by Karl Anthony Towns. Undeterred with a hand in his face.
He's had 5 chances at the line, gone 4 for 5.
One shot.
Warriors leading by 11. Curry kicks to Thompson. Outside Durant. Golden State moving it around. Count that bucket. Pachulia's got his first 2 points of the night.
Oh, extraordinary. Pachulia going all in and taking the defense to school on the finish there.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Well, there's no doubt that last season the major downfall in most games for the Timberwolves was their struggle on the defensive end of the floor, right? Too many holes in the perimeter, couldn't get stops when they needed them.
And this Minnesota roster has good defenders on it, Doris, but it's just a matter of getting all 5 players on the court to commit on the defensive end.
Right. Think about how young they have been, and focus at times can be an issue. You know, Coach Tom Thibodeau is not going to let that slip. This is a group that showed improvement as the season wore on, and they know they must be much better on the defensive end this season.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Outside Teague. Towns the screen. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer, Butler. The Warriors pull it in. Thompson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. High post, Pachulia. Outside, Green. Floats one, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. That one is on Towns.
Boy, when you watch what Steph Curry does on the floor, it is almost unreal what he can do. In a single game, this guy could make 10 plays that might be career highlights for most players in the NBA. He makes the extraordinary look pedestrian.
And the first one drops. And with Curry, we're almost too used, Doris, to his skill on the floor. We've come to expect to see something amazing.
Oh, Kev, no doubt, because there are very few players in NBA history who are as exciting to watch as Steph Curry. He has takeover ability with his shooting. The creativity and playmaking are off the charts. What a special talent.
And with the Warriors, their ability to score in bunches really is unmatched throughout the league. They'll be going along with the team, and then all of a sudden they have that 20-point lead in like 3 minutes. It can happen so fast that I think at times the other teams are shell-shocked.
An obvious blunder by the defense that they get away with. Somebody's supposed to be checking him.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Now here's Teague. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game, and Towns gets it to go. And talking about the Warriors and their ability to build a lead very quickly, the shooting they have, Greg, is a very big part of how they can just bury a team.
It is. Their shooting, especially from deep, but also their defense. One kind of feeds the other in terms of how they can steamroll teams and create that momentum. And only the special teams can put a game away with a 5-minute run, but this is one that has consistently done it over the last 3 years.
Outside Teague. The feed to Butler. 5 on the clock. Wiggins inside the line.
But Kevin Durant uses his length so well, and how about the timing to send that rejection back?
Teague against Curry. Picked by Pachulia. Thompson for three. It's rebounded by T.
And that's how you have to defend him out there on the three-point line. Played him perfectly.
He kicks to Butler. A baseline J. Draymond Green with the rebound. Green's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. A shot by Thompson and no one's around. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists now in this one. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And that one comes up a bit short.
I'll tell you, I hate to say it, but he's been dragging them down all night. The effort's there, but he continues to be ice cold.
Timberwolves trail by 21. Wiggins passes to Teague. Butler against Thompson. Feeds to Towns. Durant against Wiggins. No good there. Nice D from Durant.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
The screen from Thompson. Curry dishes to Durant. Over in the corner, Green. His three-pointers off the mark. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Kicks to T. Here's Towns. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Warriors leading by 21. Here's Durant. Begins with the block.
Well, using every bit of that 7-foot wingspan, Wiggins airmailing it back.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Oh, he is one hard player to deal with at the offensive end.
And still varying opinions out there of what Andrew Wiggins can and can't do. But one thing that's indisputable, he's an incredible scorer. Whether it half-court transition, he can flat out fill it up in a hurry.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And the free throw, no good. And Wiggins, his young career just getting better and better at scoring, Greg, while increasing his workload.
Yeah, and very few scorers can do that, especially from that two-guard spot. Wiggins has that special talent where he can flat out carry an offense. Scary to think that this is a kid who is just scratching the surface.
You look at the influences and former coaches of Steve Kerr, and it's easy to see why Kerr has been a success as a coach.
Well, I think if you look about how this man goes about his business, it's important to recognize he played for Phil Jackson and Greg Popovich, and certainly takes advantage of the wisdom he learned from two of the all-time greats. Think back to his college coach, Lute Olson. So much of his offensive approach with the fast pace and the discipline came from Lute. It's so smart to take a little bit from each one of the mentors and the guys you've played for.
That's good from Durant.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And both free throws good for Durant. Minnesota with the ball. Now T. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. He dishes it to Towns. And that comes off the assist by Jeff T.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Curry kicks to Pachulia. At the elbow, Green. Thompson outside. Puts up a three. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Goes up on the high post. It's rebounded by Golden State. Green's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Curry. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. That's on Jeff Teague.
Well, there are times the bind Steph Curry puts you in gives you no choice but to foul you. What pressure he is able to apply to your defense. And guys, it is so rare to see a player like Draymond Green who can legitimately guard 1 through 5, right? This guy moves so well, anticipates every play on the floor. He is just so disruptive and can shut down a player on any given night.
And he knocks down the first one. And you think, Doris, about the impact of Draymond Green, and he has had on that defensive end, again, Defensive Player of the Year last season in the NBA. Beyond the triple-doubles without any points, he can just erase chances in crunch time.
I would say he is about the last guy you want to go at when the game is hanging in the balance, because his defense raises its level when the game is going to be determined. I think he might have another Player of the Year on the defensive end in his tool belt before it's all said and done.
Towns, the screen. Teague with the ball. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Outside Durant to the paint, trying to find Green. He's got it now. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
Well, you have to admire the determination of Draymond Green. Doesn't matter if the defense is in his grill, he's committed to scoring from the box.
Now here's Teague. Back to Wiggins. Outside Butler. Over Thompson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, that's the craftiness that Jimmy Butler brings to the game. He catches the defender slightly out of position.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw, good Butler. And so Butler nails both of them. The Warriors have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the 3rd quarter. Curry passes to Durant. Green with a screen on Wiggins. Here's Durant. Again, Golden State.
Well, you've got to look at this guy's shooting as one of the main reasons they've been able to build this lead.
Towns, the screen. Teague kicks to Wiggins. Dishes it to Butler. Over Green, 6 to shoot, and Butler gets it to go. Butler's got 4 points this quarter.
And sometimes we've got to give credit to the Butler, refining his mid-range Jimmy, doing work.
Pick by West. Here's Durant. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one is on Towns.
Kevin Durant, 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Shabazz Muhammad comes in for Wiggins. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Butler. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Jeff Teague. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Golden State. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Jones kicks to Bielitsa. Back to Jones. Shoots a 3. Bielitsa misses.
just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Durant dishes to Livingston. Pick by West. Back to Durant. Launches it. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. Durant's got 11 points here in just the second half. The Timberwolves shooting just 31% in the game. Here's the screen. To the paint. Here's Jang. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
You can see the improved upper body strength of Gorgui Dieng that allows him to finish through the contact, gets the free throw line. Nice. I'll tell you, Gorgui Dieng is improving and becoming a value at the center spot with all that length. He challenges shots. He's got a nice face-up touch. There's a lot to like with this guy.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Golden State. Caspi comes in for Thompson.
One shot.
And that one misses. And with Jang's length and touch, you feel comfortable playing him at either the 4 or the 5. And also versatile enough doors to play as a starter or off the bench.
Right. It's hard to find a big man who does as much as Gorgui Dieng. He doesn't necessarily dominate in one area, but this guy always finds a way to contribute.
Now here's Jones. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Just 5 to shoot. Crawford. No good there. And Golden State will come the other way. Livingston kicks to McGee. Back to Livingston. Right side Durant. Shoots over Muhammad. Durant, no good. Minnesota shooting pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. And Jones has it in the corner. Back to Crawford. There's the pick from past the arc. Crawford with another miss.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Pick by West. Here's Caspi, and the Warriors miss again.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Jones kicks to Crawford. Lays it up off the glass.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Warriors ahead, just dominating this one. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. Now let's hear what Coach Tom Thibodeau was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
Come on, man. Let's get that lead. Got to get the ball moving. Get the ball moving.
Tom Thibodeau pushing his guys, wants to see a higher level of activity on offense.
Yeah, I mean, they're in a position to make a move right now. Coach feels that'll come through unselfish play, not hero ball.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Iguodala out there with West, and there's JaVale McGee. Then there's Caspi, and it's Livingston in at the point. Here's Jang, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, this is to me where Zhang is really starting to improve, making moves inside that force the defender's hand.
At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
Now, this is a guy who was 63% from the free throw line his first year. Zhang now has transformed himself into a very good free throw shooter.
And Jang drops them both. Warriors leading by 23. Here is Caspi. The dish to Livingston. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. You look at the height of Sean Livingston, Doris, and how he is able to both score and facilitate for others. He is a coach's dream in that regard.
Well, Sean Livingston is a mismatch nightmare because with his size, he can shoot over most point guards in the post or in the mid-range. But then if you put a bigger player on him, he can create mismatches at other positions. He's a tough guard.
No good on the free throw. And the second free throw, good. Minnesota shooting 32% overall right now, not one of their better showings. Outside, Jones. They set the pick. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Now here's Crawford after the miss from Andre Iguodala. Basket good.
And just showing you his determination despite the size difference.
I mean, how does he get that shot off? I mean, he had to angle that perfectly to get past the defender.
One shot, gentlemen.
And Crawford, no good on that one. Warriors leading by 22. And here's Livingston. They set the screen. Pass to Iguodala. Just 5 on the clock. From 13, here's Caspi, and there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Well, you better be more physical on the glass because they wanted that rebound more than them, plain and simple.
Now here's Crawford. Back to Jang. He feeds it to Muhammad. Buries it from 3-point range.
Every team's looking for that instant offense, and Muhammad can do that for you.
Now here's Livingston, defended by Jones. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Shot's good.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And then for Golden State, Green, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Durant comes in for West, and it's Klay Thompson in for Caspi.
One shot.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Jones kicks to Butler. Jang, high post. Muhammad with it, and it's Iguodala picking him up. Timberwolves passing it around. Here's Butler, 6 on the shot clock, and again it's Minnesota converting.
Now, you can play the best defense in the world, but that doesn't mean it's going to impede Jimmy Butler's ability to score it.
Livingston passes to Durant. And a miss there on the triple.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And Zhang kicks to Butler. Passes to Bielitsa. to Butler. There's the three. Butler missing again.
He's cold from deep. 0 threes in the second half after hitting just one in the first.
Green, no luck. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. And Jones has it in the corner. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Some changes for Minnesota. Towns comes in for Gorgie Dang. And Wiggins is subbed in for Shabazz Muhammad. And the Warriors also making a change. Curry's checked in. Outside Butler. The pass to Towns. 6 on the shot clock. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. A look from Durant. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 6 assists here tonight.
Well, you can tell Kevin Durant is percolating right now. He is exceptional at getting to his rhythm.
Now here's Wiggins. Towns a screen on Green. And they double up Butler. Iguodala with the steal. Outside Green. Pass to Curry. The feed now to Thompson. From deep, Iguodala. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Towns, the screen. Three-pointer, Butler. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant.
Boy, for a capable three-point shooter, that's one he expects to make.
This one for 3, and there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Durant. And that's 20 points for Klay Thompson. Jones dishes to Wiggins. He kicks it to Butler. Pass to Bielitsa. Shot clock at 6. Towns a screen on Green. It's stolen by Green. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. The shot by Curry, no good. Minnesota's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Jones kicks to Towns. And Steph Curry with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Taj Gibson's checked in for Minnesota. Teague comes in for Jones. Towns, the pass to Butler, feeds it to Wiggins. Gibson the screen. Shot clock at 5. 11 feet away. That one a little long. Warriors have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
This guy's trying to close this game out in style. He's not going to stop attacking until he's sure this win is in the books.
One shot.
Yeah, love the attitude he's playing with here in the second half. Going strong to the hoop and getting to the free throw line.
Teague dishes to Wiggins. Kicks it to Butler. Towns sets the pick for Butler. Stolen by Thompson. Now here's Curry. He dishes it to Iguodala. Outside, Green. Shoots over Towns. And the rejection by Towns. And Teague, here we go. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
Jeff Teague has deceptive strength, effortlessly sinking the shot despite taking the hit.
And really one of the quickest guards in our league. Jeff Teague just puts tremendous pressure on your defense when he's attacking the paint.
One shot.
Free throw good, Teague. And the book on Teague, Greg, is to make him an outside shooter. You don't want him getting to the rim.
I mean, he's a good finisher around the rim. His outside shooting, although streaky at times, not bad, but not great either.
Here's Wiggins. That's good. And so Teague with the assist. And that's now 11 points for Andrew Wiggins.
Oh, at the last possible moment, he changes out of the shot and finds the open man. Perfect decision.
They double team Curry. And Thompson kicks to Green. Clock at 6. And there's the foul. It goes on Taj Gibson. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Curry outside, drains the three-pointer. Curry's got 26 points.
He tore it up from downtown in the first half. Now hits this one. Dangerous shooter, guys.
Towns the screen. Teague for 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Durant kicks to Green, and Green slams it in.
As great a scorer as Kevin Durant is, he is an unselfish player and takes great pride in getting his teammates a good look.
Now here's Teague. Gibson the screen. Outside Teague. Just 5 to shoot. Dishes to Gibson. Over Curry. No good from Gibson.
Well, can't find the target, but good work to get into open space inside the arc.
Shoots it. Curry can't get it to go.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
I'm not sure why he doesn't continue to move the basketball. Would have served that team much better.
Here's Thompson, and the rejection by Towns. Minnesota's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
I think defensively, you're thinking you have to play Butler to drive it, right? So he senses that and pulls up on a dime.
Here's Curry. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Curry a screen on Butler. Thompson is double. Green the pass to Curry. And again, no good by Golden State.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but it's not helping his team. That was an awful quarter.
Towns the screen, and they call an illegal screen here.
He had played mistake-free basketball until that one, his first turnover of the night.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
No, I didn't either. I thought his feet were moving. It was close, but he was still sliding in just a bit.
Now here's Iguodala. Durant for 3. Tries again, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Towns, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
That free throw good from Thompson.
Well, think about Klay Thompson. He's basketball royalty. His dad, of course, Michael, the #1 overall pick in 1978. He was a great player, an NBA champion, incredible lineage.
He doesn't get the second one. Minnesota shooting 40% in the fourth. Now Jones, they set the screen. Zhang dishes to Jones, and he comes up with the deuce.
Gorgie Zhang with a nice delivery, not only surprising people with his scoring, but how he can facilitate as well.
Durant with a screen on Jones. Curry against Jones. Green kicks to Thompson. Over Crawford. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. Stolen by Thompson. Curry with it. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, one thing I think that goes overlooked about Steph Curry is his finishing ability on the interior. He's had seasons, Kev, where the high percentage from close range is something you'd only expect from a big man.
Bielitsa with the bucket. 1:43 left in the game. Curry against Jones. And Curry, here we go. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to go on Tyus Jones.
Yeah, there's a number of ways Steph Curry can finish the basketball. He's got English, he's got touch, he's got just about whatever you need to draw fouls.
That's good from Stephen Curry.
You know, the amazing part for me, Kevin, is if Steph Curry had managed to have an NBA career half as good as his father's, he still would have been a major success story. But he's gone so far beyond that and become the penultimate superstar.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. 1:31 left to play here in the fourth.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And we watched him all night long. No one could really stop him. Just another excellent game it was for Kevin Durant.
Boy, what a determined offensive presence he has been for them tonight. He carried the scoring load, and as hot as he was, it took a ton of pressure off his teammates all night.
Here's Jones, following the basket by Stephen Curry.
Two shots.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second.
Listen, it's only one miss, but it hurts all the same as they try to cut into this lead.
The dish to Durant. Unloads from 9. That shot no good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Crawford, no one around him. The Timberwolves again can't hit. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Thompson passes to Curry. Takes it from 10. Good D by Jones. Here's Crawford. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Clay, what is the key to the way you played tonight?
I'm just used to the pace of the game by now, and my teammates do a good job of finding me when I'm open, so all credit goes to them. I just catch and fire when I'm open.
And they found the shooter, and he shot. Thanks, Clay. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.